greet you according to your time. This is Solomon, your brother again. I've taken my camera up to show you guys how we come back from weekend. Today is Monday afternoon. Eventually we reach here in the afternoon. I also want to show you what we are going to do today. I'll take the camera to the building for you to see that where we reach, for you to see where we reach now and what we are going to do. You see the heap of iron here. We are going to use this iron for the beam, the first beam. After the block work has come up, we now construct a beam that you can see. So we are going to make the beam. Let me also show you materials that we are going to use for the concrete casting, the beam and the pillars. We are going to do what we call the beam iron, what we call beam. So the iron bender, 2 people is going to work here today. Not really 2 people, but 2 professionals is going to work here today, which is the iron bender and the carpenter. And what is the work of the iron bender here? The work of the iron bender is to prepare the irons for the beams. I'll take you to the foundation for you to see and understand what I mean. Then the carpenter will now build the box that we're going to pour the concrete. Going to build the beam box. Call it beam box. So these are the materials, just like I said, I'll be showing you our materials and everything we are doing. I've shown you the iron, I'm showing you the materials. These are the materials for the beam box. You can see the wood. So let me take the camera now to the foundation, the building. I want you guys to see what it looks like right now, because this building is very beautiful once it's finished. It's a very good design and very beautiful building. You can see on top of this block is where we will put the beam, if you understand what I mean. This is the last block for the foundation, and we take it from the ground to the top. You take it 5 blocks, then the beam will be size of the block, which is 40 cm. So it's going to be like, let me say, 6 blocks before we have the DPC. It's going to be like 6 blocks before. There's 5 blocks plus beam. Beam is the same size with the size of the block. Then everything is going to be like 6 blocks. Then we'll now do back fillings. As I always say, when we reach the stage, I will explain to you. I won't talk about the back filling now until when we reach the stage. I just want to take the camera around to show you the building as a whole. You guys have seen the building now. It's a big house, very good design. When we finish, it will look very beautiful. That is why we are showing you from now to the middle and to the last, so that it will be a surprise to you, so that it will not be a big surprise to those that are following me, because they will be saying, oh, we see when Solomon started, it looks like that, it looks like that, and look what Solomon started. Look how it become very beautiful. Okay? Before we reach this stage, we have done a lot of things. taking out the trees from the foundation, clearing the land, digging the foundation, also foundation treatment for termites. We've done all waterproof system, waiting of the blinding. We do blinding also, waiting of the blinding and putting the pillar stands like what you can see. So today we're going to build a beam on top of these blocks. On top of every block you see here, every line, every partition, or let me say partition. Every partition that you see here is going to be blocks. Like as I said, we just arrived. Boys are preparing to cook, and we have something to eat first. If we still have time, then we work today. If you don't have much time, we work another day. If you guys remember here when Amaka pulled out these trees, So I'm taking the camera close to the boys to see how we have arrived. Boys are getting prepared to cook, and some are getting prepared to work. But the rest will join the work after eating and after cooking. These are the boys. Some of them are at the borehole side. Some are here. We're taking out our beddings to sun because we leave it for the weekend. We leave it over the weekend. That's the fire where we burn fire all night. And this place gets very cold in the night, so this is our heating point. Firewood is not a problem here. We have a lot of firewood, any amount that we want. So we burn a heap of firewood here every night to warm ourselves up. I want to show you the overview of this place. Hello guys, we are still on it. As you can see, the iron guy, Mr. Osas, our professional iron bender, is up this morning and trying to tie up the beams. The carpenter guy also is doing it, building the boxes. And this is Chairman Abu. Yeah, the chief plumber is warming himself up with the fire. Yes, it's too cold this morning, so we light up fire to be able to warm ourselves. So that you guys listen to what Abu said. Let me draw the camera close to you. Maybe you have something to tell you.
As you can see now, we are prepared to enter the field, but our work is not yet done. The iron bender and the carpenter, they are working. So we're about to enter the field now to cast the old beam. So yet now we are ready to warm ourselves. So
that's the fire.
The fire we use to warm ourselves, because the coal in here is used like to Europe coal. So that's why
and America. Don't forget America too is very cold.
The coal here is more than America coal. So that's why early morning with night we used to warm ourselves before we start work. So good morning and everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, guys, you hear what Mr. Abu said. We warm up ourselves. He said the two professionals are working today, the carpenter to do the boxing, and also the iron bender is building the tidying up the iron rod as I show you. And also this morning is very cold like America and Europe. That's what Abu said. So we're setting up fire to burn some of our rubbish here. Also get that to warm up ourselves. Okay guys, you can see the heap of the fire I'm talking about. We try to burn up the rubbish around the environment and also use that to, warm ourselves up as it's very, very cold this morning. Abu, put the peppers inside. Okay. See, we're burning up the rubbish. Use that as a point of also warming up ourselves because it's very, very cold this morning. As Abu said, this place is cold like America and Europe in the morning. But in the afternoon, it's very hot. That's what it is here. So right now, boys are warming up themselves to get ready for work very soon. Some have already started. But you see what Abu is doing. Abu is trying to burn himself. Abu fans is saying, no, Abu, don't do this. Abu, don't try it. All right, guys, I keep the video on here. You stay tuned to watch what you are doing. Thank you, and God bless you. We show you a lot. Like as I said, it's interesting part that we are into now. So you keep watching. You will see after this, what we are doing. We do the backfilling. After the backfilling, we do the last termite treatment that I promise you. That one will be more interesting for you to watch. It's a very interesting part. So keep watching and you see how we get that done, okay? When it's the time, you see it. And every step of this job will let you see fire is still up, as I said, burning up the digging down trees, like you see Amaka doing it the other time. Also burning out rubbish so that we have a clean environment to work. Also use the fire to warm up ourselves this morning as it is very cold. But in the afternoon, it's very warm here. In the morning, it's very cold. As you can see, these are the materials for the box. The carpenter have already started work. I want you to take you to the foundation right now. We are at the foundation. And I want you to see what we use these materials for. Let them see the materials. I want to show you what I show up my materials. You can come closer because of my voice. I show up my materials clearly on air, live on my TV channel, because I know a lot of people from America, Europe are watching me right now. As I'm saying, we show our materials live and direct for you to see. Now this is the materials. It is called plywood. This is what we use to box it. Then we use this very one, this wood, to hold on the edges to make it strong, so that when the weight of the concrete comes, it will not expand. It will hold the concrete straight. That is the use of this, as you guys can see. All right. At this stage, two of the important tools that we use to get this straight and a very good measurement are the plumbing tools to get the line straight, and the measuring tapes to get it accurate. We use this to get it straight, and we use this measurement tape to get it accurate. So as you can see, we're in the foundation right now. We knock it off, but we leave it open. Why do we leave it open? We leave it open because the iron guy, as I show you, is going to bring his iron and put it straight here. So when he put the iron straight, what will he do is to brace it. It's going to brace it like this and make sure this don't expand. Make sure this don't expand while pouring the concrete. So when the iron is inside, this piece of wood will be braced. And we use measurement. This is where we use one of the way we use the tape measurement to make sure we get it at exactly line. So when the carpenter gets exactly line like what you see me doing right now, then it's going to nail here and nail here. Then you hold the two mouths strong. It will not be shaking like this now. But we don't do this right now, as I said, because we have to put the iron inside first before we brace. After the bracing, then the laborers will now mix the concrete and pour it. We leave it for some days. As I used to say, any concrete casting, you have to leave it for some days to be solidly dry. And also you have to be pouring water every day to help the cement hold themselves very firm. The reason why is if you pour any concrete and you don't pour water, there's a possibility that the cement or the mixture or the concrete will not hold themselves too tight. The help of the water is to make sure they hold themselves very tight and get very strong, as I used to say, go hard, so that when sun beat it, the thing we call expansion will not take place because they already stick together. When sun beats, the sun will help the concrete to get strong. But if you do not pour water or your mixture was not right, you're going to have what we call expansion. When expansion takes place, and you know that concrete does not have elasticity property. Concrete does not have elasticity properties. Elasticity properties is something that expand and extract back. It goes front and it comes back. We all know that concrete don't have that. So when sun beat it for the expansion to take place, it cracks because there is no elasticity property and it could not construct back. It will not come back. So it cracks and it remains there. So that's the function of pouring water on it. All right, guys, let me take you around. We're still doing this early morning, Tuesday morning. We're still doing this as we arrived here yesterday with the materials and do what we can do yesterday as I show you on the camera. So this morning we started working. So this is the box for the concrete. Now, this is the box for the pillar. I showed you guys this pillar before, what it looks like. Don't go too far. We cast it halfway. You know why we cast it halfway? Because we cast it halfway to stop here. It's going to stop here. The reason why we cast it halfway, we have to leave this space so that we will extend it. This is going up to the roof level. This is going up to the roofing level. So we cast it this way and leave this space so that we can join another iron to take it to the roofing level. You do not put a straight pillar up from foundation up. The reason why is because this iron will be dancing. It will avoid your box not to go straight. Even when you hold the box to go straight, then there's a possibility the iron will move one side when you are casting. So normally we leave it this way, cast it, then we use this as an extension to extend it up. All right. As you can see, let them see on the straight line. This is the boxing that, as I said, we started. Okay, guys, this is the box that the iron is going to be inside, and we cast it. You see this gap here? We leave this gap for the continuation of the next line. You see what you see right now? So that is why we leave this gap here, so that when we pour concrete, it will continue this way and go right round. So we do not block. Anywhere we see block coming across, we leave it a gap. Then later we put another board like this on both sides, the same way you see this one, so that concrete can come this way and go this way and go that way and go the other way. So that's why we leave the gap there. As you guys are seeing, we have done a lot this morning. We are still going. Cameraman can come here and point us that way. So like you can see, we're still doing it. We're taking it on the straight line like this here, as you can see. You see our line. This helps us to get, after using plumb and tape to get this line, then this helps us to follow anything the carpenter will nail right now. The carpenter is going to follow this line so that it will not go like this or go like this or go like this. It will be on a straight line. So that's the function of this line here. as you guys can see, Igbe is doing it as you see. We join it to get straight. I just want you to see exactly what we're doing. Now I will explain the function. I've already shown you what we're doing. I'll still take camera as the work progress. I'll still take camera and show you when we box it all. Even when we pour in the concrete, will show you on camera. Like as I used to do, I used to show you the work we are doing and also tell you the functions. Now, if you ask me a question, Solomon, at this stage you are, what is the function of what you are doing right now? Then I will tell you clearly without any fear. Like, you see here, this is the last block that we take from the ground, that is from the blinding to the top. So this is the last block. This is the way the block work stop. Okay, guys, I have to go inside the foundation. The foundation is deep, as you know, even though we cast 6 cm. This is the thickness of the concrete slab because underneath 6 cm. This is the measurement here. This is the measurement of the thickness. But even though we reduce to 6 mm, we still get it high. And go inside the foundation, you can see where the foundation stopped me. For you to know that if when we say the depth is deep, when we say the depth is deep, don't go more far. When we say the depth is deep, you can testify, even though you are not here, but you can testify that it's deep. You see, we reduced to 60 to 6 cm, but you see where you stopped me? You see what it is? So from here to here, almost at my waist, let me say my waist, that's the depth we still have. I'm showing you the live so that you see it yourself. I'm not lying, you see it yourself. This is where it stops. So the depth is deep enough to carry this building. Okay, guys, I did tell you the other time the function of the blinding, that it holds the total weight. I said the total weight, not it holds the weight, but I say it holds the total weight of the building. So right now, this beam we're putting, the function is also to hold the weight. How did he hold the weight? Remember the blinding hold the total weight, and this one also hold weight. So what am I talking about? You see, if you keep putting more blocks here, like other people build, and put another one to the roofing stage, you know that the whole weight will be suppressing on each of the bricks before they go down to the blinding, which is the total weight holder. Let me put it like that. So the whole weight will be on top of the blocks until the roof. Then the total weight will now go on the blinding. That is why we say the blinding hold the total weight. If you do it like this at other builders build bungalows, I would tell you, my brothers and sisters, that is very wrong. So what do? We stop. What do? We stop the blocks here and put another beam here, another concrete here with iron. This concrete will be a mixture of black stone, sand, and cement plus water, then the iron rod. As I used to tell you, the function of pillar or beam is for reinforcement, to hold a weight. So now, about 11 to 12 blocks is coming on top, because this is an high roof building. So when that happens, let's see what happens. Like I said before, if you keep putting the blocks till 11 blocks or 12 blocks before the beam, because you're going to have another beam on top of before the roof. So in total, how many concrete casting do we do? The blinding is 1, this beam is 2, the lintel level is 3, and the one that goes round the building for the roof to sit on will be the 4th one. 1, 2, 3, 4 will be the 4th one. People just put the roofing on top of these bricks. I don't want to explain that to you. When we reach the bridge, we cross it. When we reach the stage, I will explain to you with my camera, being live with you. Okay, back to what I was saying. So when the beam, instead of the whole load suppressing on each of the bricks, each of the blocks, instead, we bridge it here so that the load coming on top, because heavy load is coming on top, the roof is very heavy, plus the bricks and also other beams that they come, they are very heavy. So instead of the whole thing suppressing on the bricks, as we know, bricks is different from concrete. Between the blocks and the concrete casting is more stronger than the bricks. So when the load comes from the roof, the beam on the roofing side will hold the roof. Then the load keeps dropping down, and when it comes at the middle, you will meet another concrete beam called lintel. That is where you have the windows and doors level, the lintel. Then you hold it. You hold the weight from the roof to the last concrete before the roof. Then the load keeps dropping and jam another concrete that is the lintel. That one will hold it, and the load keeps coming down and meets another one at the foundation. This very one we are doing now will hold it, and the load will keep coming down. Then the total load now will now drop on the blinding. That is why I said the blinding hold the total weight. These ones don't hold the total weight, they hold the weight on the stages, as I've explained. But the one that holds the total weight to sit on now, the one the building sit on now, is the blinding. That is why we pay good attention to the blinding. As you guys can see, we cast it thick with solid concrete, and we keep pouring water, keep studying it until when it's okay to continue. That is when we continue these bricks. Okay, right now, as I said, remember I'm explaining the function of this beam to you. And I hope you have get it clearly from my explanation. So that's the function of this beam. You hold the weight that comes all the way before you drop it on the blinding, which the blinding casting, concrete, will now hold the total weight. And this will make the building sit very well. But remember, as I tell you before, the pillar is for reinforcement. So as this load is suppressing on these things, the pillar is holding them. Remember I said the weight keep dropping from the roof to the last casting before the wood of the roofing would drop on it. Then the load continue coming down from the roof, takes the bricks down. So the thing that is helping them to hold themselves and drop it down is the pillar. That is why we call the pillar reinforcement pillars. It reinforces the whole force. If you understand what it means, it reinforces the whole force coming down. So this pillar hold it, and that will tell you if people build a bungalow for you and they don't have much pillars like this, or they just have 1, 2 pillars, then the question is, as Solomon explained, what will reinforce it? If there is no reinforcement, there's a possibility that the building have problem. So that's the function of that. Guys, I believe I've shown you what we're doing this morning as we continue doing them and also explain the reason why we are doing that, and also tell you the function of this stage that we have right now. I did explain, tell you the functions of what we are doing right now. Hello guys, I believe that you are very okay with my explanation. Please, if you are not satisfied with my explanation, drop your questions or your comment at the comment section. If you are a professional builder listening to me, please don't miss to don't just watch the video and move away. Subscribe. Also drop a comment from my explanation to tell me if I'm wrong with my explanation. That is exactly not what it is, what Solomon explained. But if what I explained is professional, is exactly what it is, please give us a thumbs up. Also drop a comment about that. I'm talking about the professional builders, people who knows about building, who knows about what I'm talking about right now. All right, camera guys, take the camera and follow me as I'm in the foundation. Let's keep going and see what the guys are doing. Okay, we're at this point right now where the engineers are still working on it. You can see at this side, you saw it one side, which I tell you, the box is coming on both sides of the blocks. They finish one line of it, then they are returning on the second side. So it's box covered now. They are still on it. Let them see, if you can stand here, let them see the holes of the box now. You see guys, see what it is right now, and you see what it looks like right now. Everywhere will be like this, and after that we brace it so that there will be no opening when we pour in the concrete. All right guys, I think I explained a lot for you this morning, and I will say, as I used to say, our YouTube channel, our YouTube channel is very, very educating. It teaches people who don't know about this, people who don't have idea about building. It teaches you to have knowledge. It doesn't matter this is your field, but at least you should have idea of most things that you are being engaged to. What do I mean by you being engaged to? We must all build house. It's not because you are not a builder, you should not know something about building, because one day somebody is going to build for you. My prayers is for everybody, even the one they are carrying in the womb. When it's born, grow up, let it have a building. So my prayer is for everybody to have house of their own, home of their own, building of their own. So you must take this explanation, this teaching that I'm giving live on my channel, to know what goes on in the building. So that if you have built before and it was not built this way, and your house has a problem, you should be able to tell the reason why it has a problem. That Solomon said, if you do not do this, you do not do this, this is what will happen. And that is happening, so that means this was not done. So if you call somebody to rectify the fault or maintenance the fault, you can know if the person is professional to detect what the fault is. If the person do another thing, you can say, no, this is not the fault. I heard it from a professional builder. This is what caused it. So treat it and let it be solved. All right. So our channel is very professional. It teaches. It lets you to know what you know and what you don't know and what you have to know. And it's also entertaining. Like as I said, we have professional builders. Solomon, your brother here, is a good dancer. So one day, you remember Abu promised you guys that he's going to give their traditional dance. So we entertain. Okay, is Abu here? Where is Abu? Abu, come and say about how you will give my fans the traditional dancing.
Let me reserve my comment.
Okay,
When
Abu want to.
my plumbing work, I will show my talent finish.
Okay, you heard what Abu said. Abu likes surprising people. He said, if he said this, I've already exposed the surprise. So he will hold it until when the time comes, then you see it as a surprise. Abu, please hold your traditional dancing. When is the time you're going to dance for my fans? All right, guys. It's very educating, as I said. So that is why I always say, please, if you have been coming across our videos, and you don't subscribe, do us a favor by clicking on the subscribe button. Subscribe. Don't stop there. Click on the notification bell, my brothers and sisters, so that each day we upload new video, you will be one of the first person to watch it. Don't miss any line of this project. Don't miss any line of any of our projects, because it can teach you, it can open your eyes to see a lot of things. If you are there, very distant from your contractor, then you'll be rest assured when you see what he's doing and you know what he's doing is right. So please subscribe, like what we do by clicking on the like button, then share our links so that people who don't come across our videos will come across our videos and watch. And also, please, if you are being shared to this link and you come across our video, always do the same. Subscribe, like, give us a thumbs up, and share. Let this channel spread all over the world and reach everybody. I'm happy because I know what I have installed on the ground. I know what I've installed in the ground, so that also gives me joy. Like as I said before, joy is not about stealing people, or joy is not about money, but it's about making people happy, and that is when God bless you. God uses people to bless people, but God must do that when He sees what you are doing. Then He bless you. He uses people, the right people at the right time to bless you. So builders, don't do to cheat, to put more money in the pocket. Money comes, money go, but relationship stands. Your work stands. And our brand, we don't joke with that. That is why we are doing this, showing everything live and making sure we take time to do our work. We respect our brand of our company, Living Solution Engineering. This is the team. Everyone will come here. Let my fans see your nice dreadlock. All right, guys, this is another professional. You can see he's taller than me. Even if I'm climbing on top of the bricks, this guy is still, okay, right now I'm taller than him.
Yes.
And I believe some of my fans like your dreadlock. So what can you say about your dreadlock?
My dreadlock. Good morning, thanks. See, as we are here to deliver the work.
Don't talk about the work first, talk about your dreadlock.
My dreadlock.
It make you look handsome, it make you look fine, make you look happy or ugly. Let them know which one.
So my dreadlock, I just leave it on my head because I like it. So, and dreadlock is nice.
All right, fans, he said he like your dreadlocks. I like your dreadlocks too. It smells good.
Yes.
Right? He give a good treatment to it, and I think actually he make him handsome. All right, Abongo. Just go continue what you're doing. All right, fans, please like, subscribe, and share. I will say a very big thank you for listening to me. I will say a very big thank you for your time. It is not easy for you to sit down and watch and listen to Solomon, what Solomon said. You know, Solomon talks a lot. I'm not talking bullshit, but I'm making sense with my speech, okay? So, thank you for everything. Thank you for being with me in the time of dark and the time of lightness. Thank you, and may God bless you. I'll drop my video here. I say, may God bless you as you are listening to me. May God always be with you and make your dream come true. Goodbye for now.